Hey guys, so last time I detailed and painted all the final parts, so now it was on to assembly. I started this off with the chassis, making some small modifications as I did not really want it to have the stock ride height, so I'm gonna lower it by a fair amount. The stock ride height is about here, and I'm gonna do at least 1 centimeter lower than this, and in order to achieve that I will be cutting some parts up and making it looking as clean as I can by just slicing it in half, taking some parts out of it and just basically putting it back into the chassis, but then a lot lower than it originally was. With this middle piece in, I'm going to leave the front suspension as it is for now because I need to assemble the whole thing in order to get the correct ride height I want. So I'm just going to move over to the rear where the rear axle is just left in without any glue, because this will be glued in a lot lower than it would have originally been as well. But in order for that to be done, I'm just going to glue everything together and do the assembly of the body on top of it, so that I can figure out the ride height I want for this beast. With all the interior pieces assembled, I could put in the chassis and then figure the ride height out. In order to find the correct ride height for my preference, I of course needed to put the wheels on, and with the wheels on you can see that the rear axle is still loose, and this is actually the big amount it will be lowered. With the ride height now set, I needed to glue on the rear hubcaps and the front wheels as well. This is pretty much similar to the rear situation, as I'm just gluing them in a lot lower, and that's pretty much all there is to it. If you would like to go even lower than this, you will either need to cut the top of the wheel off. You won't see this as it goes into the fender well, but some of you might not really like the idea of that. Or you could cut out the inner fender wells so you can slam it to the ground. Now all that was left to do now was some final details like the wipers, the front lights, rear lights, and some door handles all around, and some other bits and bobs just to detail it out. And with these exhaust tips on, that's the end of this build. I started this on a Wednesday and I finished it on a Thursday evening. So just so you know, yes, you can build a quality model in about 24 to 48 hours. Keeping in mind that you absolutely know which products you're using and how fast you can move on with these products without ruining everything. Now next week I will start off with a slideshow and then the start of the new 918 build. I hope you enjoyed this video series. Leave a comment down below of something you might want to see me do in the future, and I'll add it to my notes and see what I can do.